Now what we're going to do now is we're going to turn on the gas, and we are going to run an electric generator with the gas that we have produced. What I'll do first is I'll put bricks to give myself some gas pressure. 6 or 7 bricks should do it for running the engine. It's about 25 kilograms of pressure. The more pressure, the better. You can see from here the fertilizer coming out, which is going through a filter and into a bucket. We use that for watering the rooftop garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I've got my bricks on here, and now we get to the fun part, which is starting the engine. Here's the situation. A biogas generator is just a regular electric generator, but it has a regulator and it has a special Venturi bushing. You buy these together as a kit for about $189 from US Carburation in West Virginia. Look them up online, US Carburation. It's called a tri-fuel kit. It enables your generator to run on gasoline, which you call benzene here, natural gas, propane, or biogas. So it's really a quadri-fuel, but the natural gas and the biogas are the same. So it's a tri-fuel, and you can go back and forth using them. If you don't have any biogas, you can use gasoline, propane, etc. So you install the kit. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to install the kit. It just mounts on the carburetor, and then you just mount the regulator, and then you put your gas in here. Now this here, I have a piece of brass wool in here just to act as a flashback arrestor so that no flame could get back to the tank, and also a piece of cotton to try to keep moisture out. That's what's going on in here, and this can be opened up so that I can replace that, and we can look at that a little later on. When I examine my flashback arrestor, it looks like the brass wool has become altered chemically, probably by the hydrogen sulfide that is in the gas, and it's a little bit damp, not too damp. That is interesting. It was just a pure brass color, but now it's got a little bit of reduction, perhaps. A little bit of cotton that we can also put in, stop some of the moisture. Because I have only 6 bricks worth of pressure, I have to get a lot of gas in when this starts. There's a primer button in the back here, and we press that when we start the engine to give it a jet of gas. And then it turns out that because of the lack of pressure, because we're only using bricks on top of the gas collector, that we have to then tape it down with duct tape so that it will release enough gas to run the engine. And the gas is coming in through here. And this is, of course, an adjustment that you make if you had gas of any appreciable pressure. You would adjust this. We're keeping it sort of full bore open here to let as much gas through as we can. Then we have our flashback arrestor here, and then the gas collector to let the gas into the engine. Once I've got it started, I have to duct tape it down, or you can hold it down. But if you do that, just make sure you don't touch either of these, they get hot. Just put your hand like this and go like this into the insinkerator so we can feed our bacteria. And you do not want paper in this. Those go in the regular compost, but everything else, the banana peels, moldy bread, the avocado peels, the old celery, apples, strawberries, moldy strawberries, all that's going to go in. Let's see how it works. Now the other problem we had was sometimes it's hard to get these things started, and these are cheap motors, and we broke the starter. And so we removed the starter. I'll show you what broke. These nylon cords break all the time, And the spring in here breaks all the time on these cheap motors. And we don't want to spend a lot of money. We're working in slums, right? We had it happen in Cairo. We bought a brand new Chinese-made inexpensive motor for about $200, and within 2 days of testing, the rope had broken and the spring had broken. So what we do instead is we use a drill to start the engine. So this is what's inside to turn the engine. And that's what we're going to try to do right now. And just put it in here with, by the way, a 21mm socket wrench, insulated, because this is an AC drill and the spark plug can't get grounded. If you're using a hand drill with a battery, you don't need to put any tape on this. But since this is going to the ground current, we just put some tape on. We got gas, right? I mean, we're obviously getting plenty of gas, right? And the pressure is pretty good. Oh, that shut it down. Okay, that's interesting. Because when it put a little crap. I think we're pulling a little bit too much.
Too much power.
Power. Okay, whoa. Oh, we almost had it, huh?
Yeah.
Such a subtle thing, huh? Okay. But I'm really stripping this lug out. What does it show when that happens?
No, it doesn't show.
It doesn't show, huh? So I think the problem is that this thing is right? You have to put a load on it.
Hey.
Go ahead.
It's enough?
Yeah. Ah, so that shuts it down, huh? Okay. And you know what? We're out of fuel. That's one of the reasons.